What must be done as more Muslims are incarcerated for crimes against their race and religion? Okay. The first question is, what must be done as more Muslims are incarcerated for crimes against their race/religion?
One thing I think we need to do is mentorship. We need to be able to, I notice that other religious groups or political groups have always provided scholarships and training in every area which they needed support. We need to give Muslims, the youth, we need to give them grants and scholarships to go study law, to go study civil rights, to go study religious rights, because if we don't do that, then there is pressure on them not to succeed. And also we need to empower the women, Muslim women, to do this also, because we can't afford for anyone to sit idly by. So we need to be able to make it easy for them to be able to represent Muslim communities and represent civil rights.
Okay, what are some approaches the Muslim Ummah or Muslim individual themselves can take towards social injustice?
Okay, I'm just going to say one thing about social justice. If it's not real for you, then you can't pretend it. I look around the hallways, this place where we're giving this talk, and I see, and not just in this session, but other sessions, I've seen people grouped according to race. And that makes me feel uncomfortable. And it also shows sometimes that we're not as genuine as we want people to think that we are. Yeah, we're Muslims, and we're supposed to believe in equality and equal opportunity, and we're the friends and protectors of each other, but are we really? Because if you're not, if you feel uncomfortable having a black person in your house, or hanging out, or being friends, or having them in your clique, then you have a problem that you need to get over. And until you get over, you will not get over that type of bigotry. You're not going to be able to be a representative for the Muslim community because you're not representing Islam. So I encourage you to check yourselves, develop a mindset that you really believe in Allah more than prejudices, and that you really have the back of your brother, because if you don't, you won't be able to survive America as a Muslim.
There was a reoccurring question. How should Muslims speak out about injustice in the LGBTQ community?
Okay, you see they're just sitting up here. I had to go to court, and sometimes we don't pick our clients. They're sent to us by the Department of Justice because we really can't beat the price, and because we try to do justice to every client that comes in the door. So when it was time to go to court, here's me in a hijab, and my client is obviously gay and wearing very feminine attire, and the judge looked at us and he started to laugh. The thing is I did my job, and I got his status adjusted because that's what I'm supposed to do, because I believe that civil rights is for everyone in this country. I don't care what they're doing in other countries. This is the country I live in. And if I have the responsibility of representing a person based on their rights in this country, that's what I'm going to do. Thank you.
I agree with Sister Khalilah. This is a civil rights issue, and the Muslim community should be clear on this. However, there are two parts. I know it's a sensitive topic within the Muslim community because of the issue of immorality that it's raised by of course, religious scholars. And we urge the Fiqh Council of North America to help the Muslim community, including the national Muslim organizations like CARE, to clearly base our approach on their fatwa, their legal opinion, Islamic legal opinion, and that area has been great. But what I can tell you as an organization, that we defend the rights of all Americans when it comes to civil law. No discrimination. We cannot be hypocrite to defend one part of the community and not the other. So from our perspective as a national organization, we believe in civil rights and we believe in the law and we believe in equal justice for all people. That does not mean that we endorse or promote the lifestyle of people. That is their business, that's their privacy. But for people to go and attack other people and or physically harm them or discriminate against them, I believe that this is illegal, it is injustice, and I also believe it is un-Islamic.
This is a question for CARE. Is there a plan to take against Trump administration if it goes out of hand ahead of Muslim registry plan? Is there a plan to take against the Trump administration?
Well, as I said, the biggest fear within Muslims and outside the Muslim community is the threat to implement a Muslim registry. And we believe, and we said, that this is un-American, it is unconstitutional, it is illegal, it will be driven by fears about national security, but also by prejudice. To target any religious community because of their faith is unconstitutional. So as I said earlier, and I said in this session, that we at CARE are planning to hold this incoming administration to the highest standards of upholding justice for all and the protection of the rights of all those who reside in the United States in accordance with the U.S. Constitution. So we are planning to file a lawsuit if the Trump administration goes ahead with the implementation of a Muslim registry. So, and we will monitor their positions, their policies, and take it on a case-by-case basis. But we are going to be vigilant, and we want the entire community to be engaged in this process. This is not a fight for CARE only. This is not an issue for CARE. This is not only an issue for the Muslim community, it is an issue for the entire nation. And it is your job to speak out, to connect with others, but at the same time, my fear is not only the Muslim registry. My fear is to deport undocumented immigrants. My fear is to increase the size of the prison and decrease the size of the school. All of these are my issues. And again, it will be totally hypocritical if we Muslims only talk about the Trump administration when it comes to Muslim issues. All other justice issues are Muslim issues. And this is not political statement. This is the way Muslims should be carrying themselves, should conduct themselves. And I know that to many people, this seems to be new because of the Trump election. But honestly, we are going and should be going down back to our roots, to our point of reference, which is justice in Islam, is justice for all. It is not just only just us.
You know, the thing I fear is that Muslims would actually get registered. I'm not registering for anything. And I will fight to the end not to register. And the thing is that if you're a Muslim in America, you probably already are registered, but not by yourselves. And also, I've seen Nihad all these years struggle to represent the rights of American Muslims and struggle to protect his own rights. It's time for us not to ask CARE what they're going to do, but to join CARE and help them to do it. That ship has sailed where we allow other organizations or organizations to do something for us. We've got to stand up for ourselves. We've got to show that we will remove that 2-ton block on our backs that suppresses our rights as Muslims. And sisters, it's time for us to join the coalition to support Muslim women across the world, support their right to hijab, support their right to look like a Muslim woman. So let's not just ask, let's contribute. You guys, I see all these young people in this audience. You are the future for Islam in America. Don't ask CARE. Join CARE. Join MAS. Join the Voice of Muslim Women. Join these organizations to be a part of Islamic development in America.